question. Number two. Now, in this number two question, we were just trying to be creative. We were just trying to be creative, and we try to create a problem to ourselves. We understand the problem. We try to get an alternative ways of solving our problem. We also move further, and we pick the best, and we began to code our problem. Now, this is the problem we give to ourselves. The first problem we give to ourselves here, we says that we are to bring out the names of all the group member, the first name of all the group member. I think we got these are the first name of all the group member. I hope we see it here. Then we wrote it here that group 3 names. Now, please look at this now. Group 3 names. You see something here. We try to break it. Group 3 names. You will see it here. Let me run it so that we see. You see, good. This is it. We see group 3 names. After group 3 names, we now all the names come down. That is the essence of that /n. That is the essence of that /n. So this is the idea about what we try to do here. We print out all the group 3 names. When we print out all the group 3 names, the Dennis, the Agwan, the Enoja, the John, all of them, we print it out as a string. Everybody's name is out. Then the next thing we did was we do what? We try to bring one person name, maybe Ibrahim. We try to bring Ibrahim. That is why we comment it here. This is a comment here. We try to bring int. We now say int x. Int x, that means this x here, the x you see here, is we are trying to store the new variables we are going to get in x. Int x, we call the name, all the names, all these names, the names are names dot index of Ibrahim. That means we are trying to call Ibrahim. We want to know the number Ibrahim fall at. Dot index dot Ibrahim. Where is Ibrahim? So that is why we comment it, because we don't want to show that, but we see send it to the master so that we do know that. So when we call it out, it did not tell us what it is, but we now go ahead and say that system.out name. Now this particular Ibrahim we store it, we keep it somewhere. We keep it because it gave us the index, what Ibrahim stand for. It gave us the index, which we actually use here, which we actually use number 45. So Ibrahim starts with number 45. The I starts with number 45 and end with number 52. We did that without counting manually, but we call it from this comment, which we comment and left it there. So we now say that we now move further and say that system.out names. That is where the names came out. If you look at these names here, they are in proper way you wrote names, like is our names are proper now, but it has little small lowercase between. Dennis like Dennis, start with capital letter with lowercase. But if I run this code, you will discover that our names here, okay, with this one we are going to come back. Our names here is still the same as the way it is in our code, but there is something that happened here. Let's go continue. There's something that happened here. So when we come down, we print out those names here. We'll talk about, let the system tell us the length of our names. So you now say int length names dot length. Tell us the length of our names. How many numbers or characters we have in our names. So when we run that, it gave us that. We now wrote it well. It gave us that the length of the name is 96. Please, the system does not come and you see the system will now tell us the length of the name is 96. The system will just tell you 96, but you need to concatenate this the length of the name is, so the system will now complete it for you. So okay, let's go back and see how we concatenate that. So we see when we were calling that, when we were calling that, well, look at it here. This, look at it here. I hope we can see this. When we were calling to print the length, we said we concatenate it that the length of the name is with plus. This plus bring the concatenation plus length, then break it, then does length, then break our line so that we will get a space between the first printout and the second printout. So they now bring that names the length, which is the length is 96. When we are done with that, we now come down and say that we come down here and say string fifth name. Now we are storing names dot substring 45 to 52. That means what this is trying to say that please, the system, go to those lists of names we have there, bring out anybody or anything that you found between 45 to 52. Please go and bring it and store whatever you got as your answer into fifth name. So when the system does that, it was able to, let's run it and see, it was able to bring, look at it. They now say that it was able, now it said, now look at it, we wrote it here. Extracting Ibrahim from the names, it was able to bring Ibrahim. Extracting Ibrahim from the name, it was able to bring Ibrahim. Through that fifth name, through this particular code that says, string fifth name names dot substring into bracket 45 to 52. So when it does that, then we now come here and make it a sentence that so that it will be readable. System dot add print line, extracting Ibrahim from name plus concatenate fifth name, so we're able to bring Ibrahim. So when it brought Ibrahim here, we now said we will not talk about Ibrahim. We want to make it that let's talk about Ibrahim. You see, let's talk about Ibrahim. We now say fifth name. That what is fifth name? Fifth name is Ibrahim. We now concatenate it that Ibrahim is a student of FUD, Faculty of Computing, Department of Engineering, with a reg number of this. So we brought the name there. You see, so it will print out that exactly. Okay, let's run it again. It will print out exactly that. Let's know about Ibrahim. Ibrahim is a student of FUD, Faculty of Computing, and all that. So, but if you look at this here, this is not in capital letters. This is in lowercase. But if you look at our answers, our printout, everything here is in capital letter or uppercase. Everything is in uppercase because we did something. Now, in this assignment, remember the assignment is not just we are trying to create something. We are using the string class method or the string class method, the substring, the length, the uppercase, the lowercase, the index, and all of those. That's what we are using, the boolean. So we are using them. So we now use one of the string class method to convert the string class method to say that okay, let's know about Ibrahim. So when we want to know about Ibrahim, instead of bringing those things in small letter, we use one of the string class method, which is here that you see. Okay, come and see. So which is here that whenever you are bringing it out, whenever you are bringing this out, please make sure that let's know about Ibrahim. Then we now said, let's know that Ibrahim. We break it. The essence of the breaking is that so that when we are knowing about Ibrahim, it will fall down. About Ibrahim to uppercase. Bring out Ibrahim for us, but check it, make sure it is in uppercase. They brought about Ibrahim in uppercase. So the next here is that we try to use another string class method to know. We now say that Boolean equality equals to name. Does equality, we are storing equality now, does equality is equals to name? So we come down here and says that what is that equality we are trying to check now? Fifth name. Understand? That means our equality now is equals to name. Does the fifth name, remember our fifth name is Ibrahim, does the fifth name equals to all the names here, which we know that the answer is false. So that is why we able our answer here, if you run it, our answer here is string name equals to fifth name is a false, because the fifth name is just Ibrahim and the names are all our names. So we use another basis. So let's in conclusion about this is that we were able to use how many string class. This is one of the string class method. One, we're able to use another string class method, which is length. Two, we're able to use another string class method, which is this uppercase. 3, and then we use equality, which is 4. It said at least 4. So this is how we were able to run it. Please, you go to the video more and also practice. I will meet in class and enjoy your midterm break. Thank you.